فلما سمعت بمكرهن أرسلت إليهن وأعتدت لهن متكئا وآتت كل واحدة منهن سكينا وقالت اخرج عليهن فلما رأينه أكبرنه وقطعن أيديهن وقلن حاش لله ما هذا بشرا إن هذا إلا ملك كريم.
Hearing of their sly talk, the chief's wife sent for those ladies and arranged for them a banquet and got ready couches and gave each guest a knife. Then while they were cutting and eating the fruit, she signaled Joseph, "Come out to them." When the ladies saw him, they were so struck with admiration that they cut their hands, exclaiming, "Allah preserve us! This is no mortal human. This is nothing but a noble angel."
قالت فذلكن الذي لمتنني فيه ولقد راودته عن نفسه فاستعصم ولئن لم يفعل ما آمره ليسجنن وليكون من الصاغرين.
She said, "So now you see, this is the one regarding whom you reproached me. Indeed, I tried to tempt him to myself, but he held back, although if he were not to follow my order, he would certainly be imprisoned and humiliated."
قال رب السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه وإلا تصرف عني كيدهن أصب إليهن وأكن من الجاهلين.
Joseph said, "My Lord, I prefer imprisonment to what they ask me to do. And if you do not avert from me the guile of these women, I will succumb to their attraction and lapse into ignorance."
فاستجاب له ربه فصرف عنه كيدهن إنه هو السميع العليم.
Thereupon his Lord granted his prayer and averted their guile from him. Surely He alone is all-hearing, all-knowing.
ثم بدا لهم من بعد ما رأوا الآيات ليسجننه حتى حين.
Then it occurred to them to cast Joseph into prison for a while, even though they had seen clear signs of Joseph's innocence and of the evil ways of their ladies.
ودخل معه السجن فتيان قال أحدهما إني أراني أعصر خمرا وقال الآخر إني أراني أحمل فوق رأسي خبزا تأكل الطير منه نبئنا بتأويله إنا نراك من المحسنين.
And with Joseph, 2 other slaves entered the prison. One of them said, "I saw myself pressing wine in a dream," and the other said, "I saw myself carrying bread on my head, of which the birds were eating." Both said, "Tell us what is its interpretation, for we consider you to be one of those who do good."
قال لا يأتيكما طعام ترزقانه إلا نبأتكما بتأويله قبل أن يأتيكما ذلكما مما علمني ربي إني تركت ملة قوم لا يؤمنون بالله وهم بالآخرة هم كافرون.
Joseph said, I will inform you about the interpretation of the dreams before the arrival of the food that is sent to you. This knowledge is part of what I have been taught by my Lord. I have renounced the way of those who do not believe in Allah and who deny the hereafter.
واتبعت ملة آبائي إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب ما كان لنا أن نشرك بالله من شيء ذلك من فضل الله علينا وعلى الناس ولكن أكثر الناس لا يشكرون.
And I have adopted the way of my forefathers, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. It is not for us to associate any with Allah in His divinity. It is out of Allah's grace upon us and upon mankind that He did not require of us to serve any other than Allah, and yet most people do not give thanks.
يا صاحبي السجن أأرباب متفرقون خير أم الله الواحد القهار.
Fellow prisoners, is it better that there be diverse lords or just Allah, the one, the irresistible?
ما تعبدون من دونه إلا أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما أنزل الله بها من سلطان إن الحكم إلا لله أمر أن لا تعبدوا إلا إياه ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون.
Those whom you serve beside Him are merely idle names that you and your fathers have fabricated without Allah sending down any sanction for them. All authority to govern rests only with Allah. He has commanded that you serve none but Him. This is the right way of life, though most people are altogether unaware.
يا صاحبي السجن أما أحدهما فيسقي ربه خمرا وأما الآخر فيصلب فتأكل الطير من رأسه قضي الأمر الذي فيه تستفتيان.
Fellow prisoners, this is the interpretation of your dreams. One of you will serve wine to his lord, the king of Egypt. As for the other, he will be crucified, and birds will eat off his head. The question concerning what you asked has thus been decided.
وقال للذي ظن أنه ناج منه اذكرني عند ربك فأنساه الشيطان ذكر ربه فلبث في السجن بضع سنين.
And Joseph said to one of the two prisoners, who he knew would be set free, mention me in your Lord's presence. But Satan caused him to forget mentioning this to his Lord, the ruler of Egypt, and so Joseph languished in prison for several years.
وقال الملك إني أرى 7 بقرات سمان يأكلهن 7 عجاف و7 سنبلات وسبع سنبلات خضر وأخر يابسات يا أيها الملأ أفتوني في رؤياي إن كنتم للرؤيا تعبرون.
And once the king said, I have dreamt that there are 7 fat cows, and 7 lean cows are devouring them, and there are 7 fresh green ears of corn, and 7 others dry and withered. My nobles, tell me what is the interpretation of this dream, if you are well versed in interpretation of dreams.
قالوا أضغاث أحلام وما نحن بتأويل الأحلام بعالمين.
They said, these are confused dreams, and we do not know the interpretation of such dreams.
وقال الذي نجا منهما وادكر بعد أمة أنا أنبئكم بتأويله فأرسلون.
Then of the 2 prisoners, the one who had been set free now remembered, after the lapse of a long period, what Joseph had said. He said, I will tell you the interpretation of this dream. Just send me to Joseph in prison.
يوسف أيها الصديق أفتنا في 7 بقرات سمان يأكلهن 7 عجاف و7 سنبلات خضر وأخر يابسات لعلي أرجع إلى الناس لعلهم يعلمون.
Then he went to Joseph and said to him, Joseph, O truthfulness incarnate, tell the true meaning of the dream in which 7 fat cows are devoured by 7 lean ones, and there are 7 green ears of corn, and 7 others dry and withered, so that I may return to the people, and they may learn.
قال تزرعون 7 سنين دأبا فما حصدتم فذروه في سنبله إلا قليلا مما تأكلون.
Joseph said, You will cultivate consecutively for 7 years. Leave in the ears all that you have harvested, except the little out of which you may eat.
ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك 7 شداد يأكلن ما قدمتم لهن إلا قليلا مما تحصنون.
Then there will follow 7 years of great hardship, in which you will eat up all you have stored earlier, except the little that you may set aside.
ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك عام فيه يغاث الناس وفيه يعصرون.
Then there will come a year when people will be helped by plenty of rain, and they will press grapes.
وقال الملك ائتوني به فلما جاءه الرسول قال ارجع إلى ربك فاسأله ما بال النسوة اللاتي قطعن أيديهن إن ربي بكيدهن عليم.
The king said, Bring this man to me. But when the royal messenger came to Joseph, he said, Go back to your master and ask him about the case of the women who had cut their hands. Surely my Lord has full knowledge of their guile.
قال ما خطبكن إذ راوتن يوسف عن نفسه قلنا حاش لله ما علمنا عليه من سوء قالت امرأة العزيز الآن حصحص الحق أنا راودته عن نفسه وإنه لمن الصادقين.
Thereupon the king asked the women, "What happened when you sought to tempt Joseph?" They said, "Allah forbid, we found no evil in him." The chief's wife said, "Now the truth has come to light. It was I who sought to tempt him. He is indeed truthful."
ذلك ليعلم أني لم أخنه بالغيب وأن الله لا يهدي كيد الخائنين.
Joseph said, "I did this so that he, that is the chief, may know that I did not betray him in his absence, and that Allah does not allow the design of the treacherous to succeed."
وما أبرئ نفسي إن النفس لأمارة بالسوء إلا ما رحم ربي إن ربي غفور رحيم.
I do not seek to acquit myself, for surely oneself prompts one to evil except him to whom my Lord may show mercy. Verily, my Lord is ever forgiving, most merciful.
وقال الملك ائتوني به أستخلصه لنفسي فلما كلمه قال إنك اليوم لدينا مكين أمين.
The king said, "Bring him to me. I will select him exclusively for my own service." So when Joseph spoke to him, the king said, "You are now one of established position, fully trusted by us."
قال اجعلني على خزائن الأرض إني حفيظ عليم.
Joseph said, "Place me in charge of the treasures of the land. I am a good keeper and know my task well."
وكذلك مكنا ليوسف في الأرض يتبوأ منها حيث يشاء نصيب برحمتنا من نشاء ولا نضيع أجر المحسنين.
Thus did we establish Joseph in the land, so that he could settle wherever he pleased. We bestow favor out of our mercy on whomsoever we please, and we do not cause the reward of those who do good to go to waste.
وَلَأَجْرُ الْآخِرَةِ خَيْرٌ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ.
Surely the reward of the hereafter is better for those who believe and act in a God-fearing way.
وجاء إخوة يوسف فدخلوا عليه فعرفهم وهم له منكرون.
And Joseph's brothers came to Egypt and presented themselves before him. He recognized them, but they did not know him.
ولما جهزهم بجهازهم قال ائتوني بأخ لكم من أبيكم ألا ترون أني أوفي الكيل وأنا خير المنزلين.
And when he had prepared for them their provisions, Joseph said, "Bring to me your other brother from your father. Do you not see that I give full measure and am most hospitable?"
فإن لم تأتوني به فلا كيل لكم عندي ولا تقربون.
If you do not bring him to me. You shall have no corn from me, and do not even attempt to come close to me.